Hey everyone, welcome back to Reading with Tatiana. Welcome to my channel. I appreciate if you're watching this video, if you can hit the like button, if you like what you're seeing, subscribe, and also leave a comment to help the YouTube algorithm. If you saw my intro video, I started reading for fun back in 2021, fell in love with it, and I came across the YouTube booktube community, and I just love what's going on. So if you like what you see, please subscribe. So today, the book I just finished last night is called Essentialism by Greg McKeown. And this is a nonfiction. I would put it under a category of self-help, maybe motivation, that kind of category. It's a pretty quick read because there are lots of like cover pages and like big font and charts. So if you're looking for a quick motivating read, I would definitely recommend this book to you. So I want to talk about the author a bit, Greg. He is an author, a public speaker. He also does leadership and business strategy. He has his own company named after himself in California. And he's also written another book called Effortless, and he co-authored a book called Multipliers. And most of his books have all been bestsellers, and I think they target like people in business or leaders in organization. Having said that though, I'm not a leader or business minded. I have just a office administrative job. But I find this book, even if you aren't seeking something in the professional aspect of your life, it's still very beneficial to read because you can apply it to your personal life, or maybe you can apply it in the future if you have some career goals as well. So this book is really good if you feel like, so for me, why this book drew to me was because in my personal life, I feel stretched very thin sometimes. Obviously now with COVID, it's not so much the case, but before, I felt like I had a lot of commitments with different groups of friends, with my family, with my relationship, with time I wanted for myself or for volunteering. And no, I felt like I wanted to say yes to everyone all the time because I didn't want to say no or hurt someone's feelings, or I felt like because I was spending so much time with my friends, I need to say yes for time with my family. So this book came at a really good time because it's different than minimalism, where I believe you want to cut as much as possible from your life to have the most minimalist life you can have. In this book, Essentialism, Greg recognizes that, in life you have commitments, you have priorities, and you can't just say no to everything just to benefit yourself, but you have to kind of pinpoint what is important to you and what is essential. So this book is really good to help identify those parts. I also really enjoyed the book because he doesn't only just talk about like theories and methods, but he shares struggles that he had in his life, and he says maybe this would apply to you in your life in this aspect. And he also, because he is a CEO of a business strategy company in Silicon Valley, he has a lot of like anecdotes from other business leaders, like people from LinkedIn or Twitter. So it's kind of cool to see different people struggle. And again, I said this book is more for business-minded people, but it doesn't have to be that way. So he even gives examples of world leaders like Gandhi. I mean, not saying that me or you are going to be Gandhi, but it's kind of cool to see it apply to other things. So I think you should read this book if you feel you're stretched too thin, if you're like handling too many, juggling too many plates or hats at work or your personal life, and you just need to find time to slow down by reading a book and to reevaluate things in your life that are important to you and that you want to prioritize and you don't want to keep saying no to, and think of things that you should say no to. I would say that this book, nothing I read was mind-blowing or stuff I've never heard of before, but it's kind of nice to have it in one-stop book and to just remind you of, just kind of give you permission to say no to things in your life. One of my favorite things to ask people about a book they recommend to me is how a book made them feel, because out of all the books I've read this past year in 2021, I may not remember every plot or every character in every book I've read, but if I see the book again, I can always kind of remember the feeling the book gave me. So for this book, even though I'm pretty content in my life, and didn't really feel any need to to improve my life, after reading this book, I still felt very motivated, and I felt like, like I'm ready to take on whatever is gonna come next, or if in the future I do have a chaotic period in my life, I'm ready to hit it full on. So yeah, so if you're looking for a book to think about and reevaluate your life and how you can prioritize things, this is the book for you. I may check out his other book too and do a review on that, but I usually don't love self-help books, but this one just kind of came across my radar and it was available at the library. So having said that, my next book I'm going to start reading is called Out of Love by Hazel Hayes. So if you want to read as well, so you can talk about it with me in the comment section below, feel free.